Hello everyone, my name is Matt McKee. I am a lifelong Hoosier of Central Indiana, lived in Whitestown since 2016. And really Whitestown was a destination for me and my wife long before that. We knew that Whitestown was a special place. We knew that we wanted to live here and raise our family here. And so now we are raising our 3 children here. And in that time, I have really become ingrained with the people and the things going on in this town. I have the pleasure of helping to run the local Facebook group here, and doing so has helped me to engage in so many different ways. I've met hundreds of residents over the years. I've been able to promote local events. I've promoted events for the American Legion. I've done fundraisers for the Humane Society. Done a diaper drive with the Indiana Diaper Bank. I love this town and I love the people in it. Thank you.
First and foremost, thank you all for sticking it out. Some of you have been here the whole time. I know you're probably a little tired. Thank you, Michael, for hosting. I appreciate that as well. I'm Dan Patterson. I've lived in Whitestown since 2015 with my amazing wife, Carrie, and our very precocious 11-year-old daughter, Piper. I've been engaged with the community ever since our arrival. Zoning meetings, town board meetings. I was elected by my workplace to be the host for the Platinum sponsorship of Main Street Park. I've done ride-along for the police department, met with fire officials. If there's something to do in this town, I try to do it. I've spoken up on behalf of personal, private businesses, small businesses, and we were drawn to this town and its idyllic setting. We love it here. We intend to stay here, and I want this to be the place that my daughter will always refer to as home later down the line when she has her own kids. Whitestown is a wonderful community full of wonderful people, and I cannot wait to represent every last one of them.
All right, we're going to start with... Okay, we're going to now start with question 1. We'll go with Matt first, and then Dan, and then we'll switch it up. Question 1, are there any changes you would like to see or would propose to implement regarding development in Whitestown?
You know, in the conversations I've had with residents, we all understand that growth is happening. Whitestown is one of the largest growing and fastest growing communities in Central Indiana, and there's certainly a concern there about how fast it's growing and can we keep up. So, as part of that, really focusing on our infrastructure, focusing on keeping space available for the residents. We want businesses, we want restaurants. There are so many different things we want to come here. It's about how do we handle that responsibly, and how do we encourage the right people to come here and build something that we all can enjoy and share together.
Town growth is inevitable. It's something that people have been talking to me about as I've been traveling around, putting up signs, shaking hands. We know it's coming, but it can be done responsibly. It can be done in a smart, measured way that makes sure infrastructure is there before they come in. It can make sure that we have the best and brightest people with our public safety, our fire, our police, not just attracting them here, but retaining them. Making sure that Whitestown has the coverage it needs to keep citizens safe. And most importantly, listening to the people of Whitestown about what they want to have come into the community, how they want to do it, and how they want the town to progress. Too often they've been ignored or just run over. It is time for their voices to be heard, and that is what I'm going to do on the council, is make sure that everyone's voice is heard and things are done in a responsible way.
All right, Dan, we'll go to you. In your opinion, what are the most important qualifications for someone running for town council?
Well, you need to be able to talk to people. You need to be able to understand other perspectives than your own. You need to be able to understand the person at the other side of the table. What's important to them may or may not be important to you, but you need to respect it and you need to appreciate it. That's who they are. Additionally, you need to be someone who can bring people together, not drive them apart. You need to be able to be grown up about your presentation, what you're doing at the council, and listen to the concerns that are happening around you. You need to be able to be measured, steady, and you need to be able to You need to be able to go ahead and be someone who does what they say they're going to do so people know what they're getting with you.
For me, in a town like this, it has to be somebody who cares, somebody who's been engaged, somebody who knows the town, and knows the residents, knows what the needs are, and someone who is going to actively listen to the residents. And in a lot of my conversations with residents, I've heard viewpoints and ideas that I didn't even consider. Ideas that I may not even agree with, but it's about that coming together and having a conversation about what we want as a town, what we want together, and being able to engage in that sort of conversation and have those conversations respectfully. And maybe you don't agree with everything, but bringing to the council that spirit of enthusiasm and positivity, which I think is desperately needed across the country and especially here in Whitestown.
All right, give it up for our candidates for District 2 in Whitestown.